390 Wagon Master here. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to modify the Retevis MB3B for extra channels, extra band plans, etc. And currently I am box stock and I am in the US mode, so this is what's going to tell us where we're at in any given band plan. So what this mod is going to provide us is extra channels and a little bit of adjustment for some extra RF output as this radio comes out of the box stock, both AM and FM. It's 4 watts. We're going to change all that. Okay, so as we're looking inside the radio, I have the bottom lid off, external speakers unplugged, and we have the ever famous white wire right here. And then just next to the white wire, we have our little 3-pin jumper here. And out of the box, it comes with a white wire connected, and the jumper is jumping pins 2 and 3. Now there's a couple ways to modify this radio. You could just cut the white wire and leave the jumper where it is, and it will give us different bands for different markets, different groups of 40, whatnot. However, it won't let us adjust the RF power. So you could just do this, just clip the white wire and be good to go. But we're going to do the full mod on this, and that's clipping the white wire and changing the jumper. Okay, so now I'm showing the white wire clipped. Let's see if I can get this camera over here. There we go. We have the white wire clipped here, and I'll just kind of push this over here a little bit. And then I've taken this jumper and I've gone from this position to over here, so we're good to go. That's basically the mod. So now what we're going to do is do a microprocessor reset. Okay, so I have the radio turned on. I'm going to turn the radio off. So to do this particular type of reset, to tell this thing that it's basically modified, what we're going to do is push and hold the AM/FM mode button and then turn the radio on while we're pushing that. Okay, and now we are in our different zones here. So we have some different setups here. We have the EU, CE, the U, PL, I2, DE, the German setting, and IN. Okay, now that is on this particular mod. And what I'm going to do, just to save time, because when you get this radio you can play around with it, I am going to go over to the DE. That's kind of one of my preferred ones. There we go. And then I'm just going to confirm that by actually turning it off. Okay, we're going to turn that back on. Over here, now it went from US to DE. This is the German band plan, if I'm not mistaken. We're in FM, so we're going to go back to AM. And what we're going to show you here is our channels 1 through 40. There's 26965 in both AM and FM. Okay, so we can do all of the USCB channels in AM and FM 1 through 40. Okay, now we're going to go to channel 41, and this is where that particular band plan actually kicks in. That drops us back down to 26565, so one channel below 1, etc. And we just keep going down below 1. Okay, and here is a very popular FM channel down here, and you'll notice that we can no longer change modes. We are stuck in FM because this is their band plan. If you'd like, you can go and check out some of the other band plans when you do this mod. Pretty easy to do. If you want to try something else, again, push and hold. Now, by the way, when you do this, this resets the microprocessor, so anything that you've had set previously, like maybe deleting the key beep, RF gain, microphone settings, all that kind of stuff, that's going to all be factory reset, and you're going to have to reset those settings. Let's just do another one here for the heck of it. And we'll do, I don't know, let's just do something here. Let's go. I was looking on my chart here to see what I could do, but that's pretty easy to set. We'll go with U, and there we go. All right. Now, let's see here. So some of these band plans are pretty much the same as what we have. It will just not let us do certain modes or certain frequencies. And as you can see here, this UK mode, like their channel 2 in the UK would be 27.61125. And that's pretty interesting stuff. 26975. Let's go to 40 here. See what happens when you turn it into FM. We're still in FM. We have the UK setting. Just really interesting. The radio will allow us to play around a lot. Now, if you do that first mod underneath that I told you where you just clip the white wire, you can actually get this radio down to like 24 megs. So the total top to bottom band spread on this goes from 24.715 all the way up to 30.105, which is kind of cool because up in that 29 meg region, you can do the FM simplex ham radio stuff. And anyway, it just allows us a lot of flexibility. All right. One last thing to show here before we sign this off. Out of the box, this radio comes transmitting 4 watts of RF power out the box. And now that we've opened this up, we're not stuck with just one power level. We now have 3. So we have a low, medium, and high power level. And I'll zoom in here on my meter and show you those power levels, and then we'll wrap up this video. So let's run over some of these power levels, and I'm going to do this in real time. So I am currently in the stock configuration, and I am getting 4 watts output. Okay, what we're doing here is we're reading this bottom scale, and each one of these segments is 2 watts. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then 20 watts. So we're in the factory configuration or low power, 4 watts RF output. This is 4 watts on AM and FM. Okay, I'm going to bite into my menu here, and let's turn it up to medium. I'm going to confirm that, hit the PTT. All right. Now we are up to 8 watts. That is 8 watts in AM and FM. All right. Let's go up to high power. Now we're in high power mode. All right. I'm going to do AM first because I just want to show you something interesting. On AM in high power mode, we're still at 8 watts. Here's where the magic happens. We can go to FM, and we are now putting out 20 watts. Okay, so that is pretty cool. That allows us a little bit of flexibility. Okay. This is the UK version. This is on 27.991. The other measurements were on 27.405. So it does come in as you go up a little higher. The wattage does come in a little bit lower, about 18 watts. And I'll show you that frequency. Now please understand, I am on a dummy load, so we are not interfering with the outside world. And that is a UK frequency. That is 27.99125. See if my counter will actually read that. That's a pretty old counter. Yeah, 991.8 is what we're showing, but anyway, old school counter. Anyway, there you go. I hope that helps. And thanks for watching. Let's see if I can get this out. But there we have it. There is the Retevis in all her glory. Please leave questions or comments down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers. All right, a little bonus footage here because this radio has so many little cool things that you can do with it. I just want to show you what I'm doing with my RF power level. Now, you can go into the menus and tell this PF button what to do. You can adjust mic gain, power output levels, modulation, I believe. Anyway, some different things. And I have this currently set up for power output level, just for demonstration purposes. And down here in the bottom right corner of the display here, you can see it's on H. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit that center button here. And this will allow us to toggle our power output levels from low, medium to high. So many things you can do. Very cool. Cheers.